Hello, Capricorn, and happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. If you've already had your birthday like me, or if you were December Capricorn, this is going to be since we're in Cap season, we're starting with Capricorn. This is going to be a 12-year preview for the year 2022. If you watched the reading from last month, it basically covered the end of December, the end of the year, and January, because it was the end of the year plus Venus retrograde, which Venus is going to be retrograde until the 29th of January. So since this year is a 6-year numerology, adding 2s of 2022, you get 6. The 6th card in the tarot of the major arcana is the Lovers. This is a year of integration, coming together. This is a year for the soulmates. This is a year for Venus energy to really thrive, for love, partnership, and companionship to really thrive. So that is the significator for this reading. So it's going to sit in the center. And then I'm going to pull 12 cards to represent each of the 12 months, starting with January and ending in December. And then we'll elaborate little by little where we need to. And then I have a couple oracle cards for you again. Let's go ahead and get into this spread, Capricorn. Hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully you enjoyed your new year. Hopefully things are going pretty steady for you so far. Let me get 12 cards for Capricorn, please. Capricorn placement. Check any placement for Capricorn, especially if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, anything like that. You can also check Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, whatever. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, run out of space, November, December. All right, this is a big spread. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Swords. So I feel like there's going to be lots of new information, new communication, truths, revelations, new experiences, new ways of thinking, new ways of communicating. You could be meeting new people who could be shifting your mindset in the way you decide to speak or communicate to others. You could be learning new things. Obviously, I mean, I feel like you're going to learn something new every day, if not, especially every year. So that could be very vague, but you could be just starting a brand new chapter mentally. So for January, we have 6 of Wands. You could be getting a lot of attention, especially if you're celebrating your birthday. This gives me the energy of accomplishing something or feeling accomplished. So maybe you are wrapping up something from the previous year this month. Maybe you're turning in some project and getting a grade or something like that, getting some type of feedback or recognition from your peers or others. This feels like you're being celebrated or being recognized or upholded for something. This could represent a lot of attention, a party, a literal celebration. It could be even like a graduation. I know like January graduations are rare, but it could be something like you could be achieving some type of certificate or some type of advancement, even a promotion, but it feels like you're just being celebrated for being you. You're surrounded by lots of people who have lots of love and compassion for you and who are cheering you on, who want to see you win. So I love that for you. February, we have the Page of Pentacles. You could be starting a new chapter financially. You could be learning something new, starting a new class, pacing yourself with something. You're a novice in some area of life. So something is brand new to you and you're having to take your time. You may be investing your time, energy, effort, or money into something new. This can also represent a child. So you could be working very closely with children or applying your inner child to something. I feel like it's you investing you physically doing something. So you could be yeah, investing your time, your energy, your effort into something that is going to improve you later on down the line. But it's something that you have to start small with, or start like slow and steady with. So it could be school, it could be a class. Maybe you are finishing some class and moving on to another one, a new one, something like that. Or whatever you just achieved, now you're on to the next level, to the next part. This part may take you a little bit longer, but I feel like you're eager to learn, and you understand that it may be a little challenging, so you'll have to pace yourself and take your time. By March, I see you moving on from something, leaving something behind, maybe something that was stressful or not really bringing that much peace into your life. With the Six of Swords, this is a Six of Swords that usually there's another person in this card. This one is just a single person. So you could be moving on from something, going on a solo journey. You could be going overseas. You could be traveling. You could just be deciding that something that you have been involved with, thinking about, talking about, communicating with others about, is not right for you anymore, or it's causing, it's not bringing peace into your life. It's not bringing harmony into your life. So you're moving on. You could be withdrawing from something, or you're in some type of transition in March. There's lots of changes taking place. You could be feeling like, sorry, there's something on my screen. You could be feeling like there's something like mentally that you're just kind of on a vacation. You're just taking a break from things, moving on from the mundane, from your regularly scheduled life routines. You're leaving something behind, you're transitioning, you're moving on to something, and it's calming, it's peaceful. It may be an emotional journey. It may be that you are traveling far, like traveling overseas, and it could be something that you're doing alone as well. Okay, so by April, we have this awakening energy. In April, I don't want to lie. I don't have the astrology memorized for this year, but I want to say we could be having our first eclipse around this time. Something significant could be happening with Pluto, Mars, and Venus, I think, are going to make a conjunction. This is Pluto, karma, aka judgment. In this deck, it's called karma. It's about an awakening. It's about an epiphany. It's about a second chance or realization in something. Understanding something that you previously have been through and knowing how to move going forward in a much more wise way, having a deeper and higher perspective of your life and certain experiences, a different psychological level of understanding is taking place. This is an epiphany. This is an understanding. This is an awakening, seeing something for the first time in April. It could be due to that Pluto transit. It's making a conjunction. I want to say it's Mars, Pluto, and Venus. Something like that. Since Venus is the ruler of the North Node, when the North Node finally shifts into Taurus for the Western world, technically it's already there if you follow sidereal astrology. But this is some type of an awakening, an epiphany. Maybe this isolation, like you moving on, leaving things behind, and going on this transitioning trip or something, allows you the isolation to experience this awakening. But it could very well have something to do with that transit. So that's April. May, we have the Page of Wands. So I feel like there's some excitement. There's some drive. Your inner child is awakening. There's some creativity. This is optimism and inspiration. It's fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sag. So by the summertime, you may be wanting to be a little bit more active This is representing charisma. Maybe you're wanting to take some type of risk. This could also represent spiritual downloads. You could be getting a new gift with this awakening. This is very, very, very spiritual year. So if you already have certain spiritual gifts, certain ones will enhance, increase, and you may even have new ones that come online. So this could be a spiritual gift. This could represent spiritual communication. The pages can always be about communication, and the wands can represent spiritual energy or intuitive energy, also creative energy. So you could be channeling from spirit, different creative endeavors to dabble in or try. By May. June, we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, the Sun and Capricorn energy. So by June, you could be feeling like you need to play it safe a little bit. You could be feeling like you need to stay inside or manage your money a little bit better. You could be learning more about saving and investing your money, or you could be investing in like real estate or something like that, something that allows your money to be stable, to be secure. This represents safety, security, and comfort zones. So something about this Page of Wands tells me that there's an exploration taking place, but maybe you're just, I don't know, maybe you're doing it safely. Some of these I think I do want to clarify. I'm like, actually, let me clarify as I go. That will make more sense. With this Four of Pentacles, you could be just trying to play, I want to say play it safe. It does feel like playing it safe, like you're trying to be very cautious and very, you're trying to be smart. Maybe you have more responsibilities and you're just trying to make sure that you manage your funds and your responsibilities and your materialistic possessions well. You could also just be holding very tightly to your funds, to material things, holding on too tightly to anything material or actual money. Show me the Four of Pentacles for June, please. So we have the Page of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. I only wanted one card, but two came out. So the Page of Cups represents, it could be flirting. I don't know, somebody could be interested in you, interested in dating you or trying to get to know you better, or just have a very platonic relationship with you that involves fun, just maybe flirting, going out, just having fun, being creative, being childlike, and just enjoying life together. It could be dating, it could be friendship, it doesn't have to be, but it's like you're so caught up in work, all tied up in work, all work, no play. Feels very Capricorn. It feels like maybe you get a little too caught up with your money or with your progress, or maybe things don't look to be like your performance doesn't seem to be paying off as well. So you're trying to work more instead of experience life. Maybe you're just like, no, I gotta grind, I gotta work, I gotta get this promotion, I gotta get this new check, I gotta get this new deal, or whatever this material thing is, instead of just feeling and embracing life, which these modalities they balance one another out, earth and water. So it's like, if you're not having enough of the material, getting out and having fun and experiencing life is going to help bring balance to that material part of your world. It may not make sense when you think about it too hard, but if you focus too much on this by law of attraction, you're probably not going to yield the results that you want. So this does feel like caution, but it feels like maybe operating out of fear. So just be mindful of that. Let's look at July. By July, we have the Six of Cups. So you could be meeting up with someone from your past, connecting with an old friend or an old lover. This can also just be old memories coming up from friends or lovers from the past, people who you share a close connection with. This could also represent people with whom you share gifts with, or you have similar interests in life, such as like, oh, you both really enjoy music, or you both have similar creative outlets. You could be connecting with someone, and since this card is a soulmate card, it could represent a relationship. This could be the same person trying to flirt with you, trying to get your attention while you're too busy working. This person could be finally getting your attention, or you could just be playing together. Something could be very familiar about this person, or there could be old memories that seem to sneak up for you in July. Can I get a clarifier for July, please? Okay, so we got Ace of Cups. It definitely could be a new love. It could be someone from your past coming back, but it could also just be someone who just feels like you've known each other your whole life, or maybe with someone you shared a past life with. This person could be coming back into your life around July, and there could be just an overwhelming amount of love between you two. There's a lot of water in both these cards, and then this is the Ace of Cups. Is overflowing with love. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. August, September, October, November, December. Okay. August, we see you taking a leap of faith, taking a chance with something, starting a new beginning, starting a new journey, being a bit carefree, not really worrying too much about the outcome. You are a calculated person, so you're not just going to jump off the cliff here without having like a little bit of a safety net or something. So I feel like maybe you're preparing for this adventure or something. I'm like, I got hot, then I got cold. So with the Fool card, you're just taking a chance. There's a new opportunity, a new beginning. You feel brand new. I think you feel like a new person. You could be moving or traveling or just trying something that's completely out of your element, but it's Uranus energy. Uranus could be shifting you and putting you on a brand new timeline that could be happening. Things could be happening very quickly with the Eight of Wands. It could involve a lot of travel, a lot of communication, moving very quickly. You may have to, that makes perfect sense. You may have to draw lots of inspiration to direct you and guide you on this new journey, or you may have to use your spiritual downloads to assist you with navigating this new journey, this new path, because it's like maybe you don't have a map, but you do have your intuition, you do have your connection to spirit, and maybe these messages or channelings come in very quickly for you, so you just have to go, 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 go. This can also just represent momentum. Once you take this chance or start this new opportunity, once you head in this direction, things could just be moving very quickly for you. There could be lots of swift changes and transformations taking place. And it is the number of abundance. So I feel like it's going to work well for you. August, September, we have the Five of Swords. So this represents disappointment. I feel like you come to a place where you know something, like moving on from something or departing from something is the best, but there's a disappointment. It's like, okay, I'm ascending and I'm growing, but my friends aren't ascending and growing with me, so I have to leave them behind, and that's disappointing to me because I want them to come with me, but that means altering their growth and their timeline by trying to speed them up and catch them up to where I'm at, and not respecting their personal timeline and allowing them to go through these shifts and changes on their own and experience life on their own pace. Just an example, probably a bad one, but something requires change, but it's like, it's something you don't want to do, but you have to do. You have to do it in order to move on, in order to have peace, in order to have happiness. And maybe it's a repeat of something that previously happened before in March with the Six of Swords. Maybe it's a reminder or something like that with the Five of Swords. Maybe you're being reminded of something that was disappointing, something that was inconveniencing, or that made you feel a little bit like a failure, like you maybe didn't make the right choice, but it feels like you've been caught up in like a dead end. This is like a draw. When there's a win, loss, and draw, it's not a win, it's not a loss, it's a draw. So that part could be disappointing. Let's get a little bit more. So we got the Hermit card. So maybe it requires you to disconnect from others, to dive deeper into yourself. Maybe you're doing some writing. Maybe, with the swords, maybe you're disappointed in something that you're writing. You could be studying. You could be writing a paper. Maybe you have to disconnect from the world so that you can write. It does feel very studious, especially with the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, trying to maintain your balance. And that can even be looked at as like moderation, but it feels like trying to stay being too comfortable in the safety zone, in the comfort zone. But with the Hermit here, it's Virgo energy. So maybe you're just being a little bit too meticulous or particular about the way you want things, about the way you prefer things. And this disappointment is just a little bit difficult for you to accept. Go within, meditate on that, and really question yourself with why it is hard for you to accept this disappointment if it's causing that much friction in your life. Okay, I lost. October, we got death. Okay, right on time with Scorpio season, Scorpio energy. I'm like, anyway, technically part of that previous month is Virgo season, so that makes sense that the Hermit card came out. But the Death card is here. Transformation is taking place on a very deep and profound level. This can involve some type of transition. I feel like the preface for that is taking place the previous month, October. So September is starting that transition with that Five of Swords. So you may be realizing something, having an understanding of what needs to change, what needs to transpire, what needs to shift. And maybe that's disappointing to accept. However, the change is happening. The transition is happening. The metamorphosis is happening with the Death card. Thank you. We got the Six of Swords. Yes. And you end up moving on, but this time you're not alone. So during the summertime, you could be presented with a partnership, a loved one, a lover who's on this journey with you the second time you part. I feel like this is going to, this year is kind of going to mirror, the first half is going to mirror the second half. It's like the first half is a preview, and then the second half, you get deeper into the story. So as you transition, again, another transition, another transformation, very much like this Six of Swords into this karma. Now we have the Death card and the Six of Swords. So maybe you're going away, taking a trip to go transform yourself. Maybe you're going to have some type of isolation. You could be going on a trip that involves, like some type of retreat. It feels like a retreat. You could be doing this with a family member, or again, with a friend or a lover. Some of you could be traveling for a literal death in the family. All right, so the next card, November, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be developing a new routine, starting a new journey. Not necessarily a new journey. I'm like, I don't want to sound so repetitive. The Knight of Pentacles represents new routines and new patterns. So it represents movement, but slow, methodical, and practical movement. It's the slowest moving night. So it could be that you barely are making changes. Maybe it's barely noticeable, only noticeable to you, maybe, the type of changes and shifts that are taking place, or the actions that are being taken. Maybe you're slowly saving money or slowly investing your money into something else or slowly investing your energy or your efforts differently. Maybe instead of spending so much effort on thinking, worrying, stressing, you are spending that taking deep breaths, doing yoga, doing meditations or breathing treatments or things like that. Like maybe it's very subtle and you can't really see how much is taking place, and it's slow, practical change. But maybe it involves your effort. Maybe it involves your finances. Like everybody can't see what you're doing with your finances, but maybe it's slowly growing. Like maybe you're investing in, I don't know, like stocks or something, and you're slowly learning about that, and now it's increasing. But that it feels like kind of like full circle also, because we have this page of Pentacles here in February. So then we get to the Knight by November. Let's get a clarifying card for the Knight of Pentacles. So you got the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So you may be a little bit impulsive about spending money or with money. And maybe you know that you have a tendency to be impulsive about spending money with the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Two Knights here. Two Knights. I can't think of what two Knights mean right off the bat. They look like they're headed towards each other, though. This could be like your light and dark side kind of trying to find some balance. Maybe you start to impulsively save money or invest money, or even your efforts. Maybe it becomes fun for you, or you could become involved with someone who's some type of entrepreneur. Again, I mean, this is Taurus energy, but it is Earth energy. So you could be coming. Give me a second with this. I don't know. Maybe the reason you're taking your time and pacing yourself with this new routine, these new responsibilities, is that so you won't lose interest, so that you'll stay dedicated and hardworking, so that it remains fun. So it's like, because it feels like you come in and you get a whole lot done, and then you leave it alone for a while or something like that. Because this Knight of Wands feels like a lot of passion, a lot of action, but the Pentacles is very calm and very still. It seems contradictory, but maybe there's a lot going on mentally, even though this isn't air here. And then December, we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords here, you could be in a place where you're paying attention to all the details, noticing the little things. You could be learning a lot more as far as how to communicate your thoughts, how to control your thoughts, finding mental balance. Let's get a clarifier for the Page of Swords. We have the King of Cups. So maybe when it comes to expressing your feelings, your emotions, in love, expressing compassion, maybe you're learning how to express that, which is great for Capricorns, since we get a bad rap for not expressing our emotions. So maybe something takes place where you're learning how to express your emotions. You're learning, you have a lot of love, you have a lot of compassion, you're very warm-hearted. So you're just learning how to express that part of yourself and show that love, and Maybe having more compassionate and optimistic thoughts in general. Let's go back to January real quick. I'm gonna show me Six of Wands. Thank you. So with Six of Wands, we have the Tower card. I'm not really sure if it came out in the upright or the reverse. But with the Tower card, so this feels like a good Tower moment. All of a sudden, you could be getting recognized, accomplishing something, achieving something. Something out of nowhere could be coming and really shaking up your world in a really good way. Bringing you lots of attention, lots of notoriety, lots of maybe even fame. With the Tower card, it may be something that you resist at first, or that maybe you feel when it happens, you're in disbelief. Show me this Page of Pentacles for February. We got the Four of Swords. You could be investing in your mental health, learning more about meditation, vacations, how to practice mindfulness, resting your mind, finding peace of mind. You could be getting counseling or getting assistance with some type of mental health. But this represents peace, rest. You could be investing more time, energy, or effort into resting, into balance, peace of mind, into privacy for yourself. Six of Swords, please. We have the Hierophant. So you could be traveling to seek guidance. You could be traveling with isolation so that you can connect to your spirit guides. This could be like a tradition for you with for yourself, for your family. Maybe it's something that you do every year. You could be traveling to go to school. Or to see a therapist, see a counselor, see a mentor, a spiritual guide. Maybe you're going overseas to meet some type of spiritual practitioner. Like maybe you're going to Africa and you're getting some type of initiation or something like that. You could be traveling to Thailand to learn their spiritual practices, or you could be going to, I don't know, going to China to study Tai Chi or something. I don't even know if Tai Chi is if it originates in China, but wherever, you could be traveling to another place overseas, going somewhere far to receive some type of guidance and mentorship or spiritual leadership. You could be looking or seeking for that type of guidance so that you can experience this transformative awakening with this Judgment card the following month. Makes perfect sense looking at it like this. Clarify. Thank you. So we have the Page of Swords. Yes. So there's an epiphany. There's an awakening. There's a knowing. There's an open channel of communication, of thought, between you and spirit. Maybe you see something with fresh eyes for the first time. You see something that you didn't see before. You get a second chance at something, or you get a second look at something. And I think it allows you just to communicate very plainly and openly with your spirit guides. I love that for you. Then we have the Page of Wands. So now we have new spiritual channels. And maybe you're participating in some type of apprenticeship. You could be practicing like psychic development or something. Even if it's an art, maybe you're learning how to draw. Maybe because like she's literally drawing on this. So you could be learning how to draw, practicing some type of creative skill or artwork. But while you do it, you could also be channeling spirit through your creativity. So this could represent you taking up some type of new class, enrolling in something that allows you to let your inner child come out and play and just really be enthusiastic and express your personality. And you could be in a position where you're sharing your skills with others and others are sharing their skills with you. It's very collaborative. This could represent some type of team or coaching situation, like a trade or bartering situation as well. So I love that for you, Capricorn. Let's get a self-care card for you. Oops. Can I get a self-care card for Capricorns? Don't forget to like and subscribe if this reading was helpful for you, and check out your other signs. All right, we got a self-care card, positive affirmations. I think a lot of these air cards can represent affirmations, like retraining your mind, reprogramming your mind. Affirmations are a great way to do that. So we have positive affirmations. Let me pick this card up to feel. Just feel like it's disrespectful to leave my tarot cards on the floor. All right. Positive affirmations. So I feel like that's something you're learning to incorporate into your life. And maybe that's allowing you to express your compassion and your love and all of the, why is this lighting so trash? All of the love that you have inside of yourself, you're learning how to finally express it. And it may feel very immature, or like you could feel like, what am I doing? It feels brand new to you. It feels like a brand new skill, like you've never learned how to really speak or communicate before. So you could be just really transforming the way you speak to yourself and the way you speak to others, and allowing people to see your heart or hear your heart when you speak and when you talk and when you pay attention to little details. And you start to notice the compassion that others have as well. So let's look at positive affirmations. The mantra for this card is, I speak to myself with love and compassion and extend it to all those I meet. So it says, make speaking to yourself with love a daily practice. This practice requires a deep level of compassion for yourself, and keeping your internal dialogue positive can be challenging at times. Set up your phone background with a positive quote or an inspirational message. Write empowering statements on sticky notes and then put them around your house. Before you know it, everything around you will be reflecting this positive vibration. Say sweet things to others. Share heartfelt compliments with your friends and family. As you infuse yourself with love through positive affirmations, you radiate positivity out into the world and receive more love and positivity in return. The journal prompt for this card is, what thought patterns are preventing you from being positive at all times when speaking to yourself? So identify what those things are. Meditating on some of those things can kind of send you down this rabbit hole of epiphanies, where you start to just unlock parts of your mind, and all of a sudden you understand things. We have the Page of Swords in this reading twice. So you start to understand things, and you start to see things from different angles. You start to pick up on all of these little minor details that you missed before, because you were maybe too caught up in your emotions, too caught up in the tone, too caught up in all of the other little details that you missed certain aspects of what was going on in your mind. So positive affirmations, I think, is going to be a very important thing for you to incorporate into your life. Just being a Capricorn. Capricorns are we're hard on ourselves. So we could be a lot nicer to ourselves, a lot kinder to ourselves. I mean, Saturn is our ruling planet. So there's always pressure that we have to achieve something, and we're always trying to avoid negative karma. So that could be what this Knight of Pentacles over here is about, like really trying to take your time and do something right, not wanting to rush and do it as quickly as possible, like making sure that there's some longevity. Like you do want it to be fun and enjoyable, but you want there to be some legacy attached to your efforts. So incorporate positive affirmations into your day. I'm going to pull one more oracle card for this spread. Okay. Listen to your intuition. I think that's what this year is all about. There may be several times where the evidence doesn't seem to match what your spirit or what your higher self or your intuition is guiding you or telling you to do. And there may be plenty of times where you have to step out on faith. And I think around January, February, March, April, May, June is probably when it gets a little bit challenging to step out on faith, and you want to play it safe and stay in the comfort zone. And you're like, oh, I don't want to go out and have fun, or I don't want to date. I don't want to do all this fun stuff. I just want to work. This feels safe to me. This feels like I know for sure that I'm going to bring in prosperity because I'm working hard. And you can still work hard, but keep in mind that it's important that you have balance. So I hope that was helpful for you, Capricorns. Again, please watch your other readings. And don't forget to like and subscribe if this reading helped or if it made some sense. Share it to a friend if you liked it. And until next time.